training. Moments, just making sure nothing I'm going to run over. About to get the header out. Those things are right in front. All right, find out what we've forgotten about too. And hey, yep, no wrenches on wheels. That's our main thing. This run over. Nice, very nice. All right. Well, seems okay so far. Unfortunately, as you can tell from that, header wasn't alone in the shed. There was a bloody rat in there. A bastard. I'd see that in hell. Bloody prick. Well, it's late enough, but finally all ready to head out. Beautiful. See if we can get something done. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, it's just a little bit later than I'd hoped, but there's still sunshine, so we'll just make a start and see whether there's any grain here or not. You got to start somewhere. Looks good. All right, here we go. Why the hell is this not going faster? Might be tougher than I thought it was going to be. Blimey. Oh, steady up. Anyway, we'll get into it. Might need two hands. Well, we got to start, but you bastard. This, for whatever reason, either maybe it wasn't pinned quite right or something, but caught turning in the heavy barley and pulled under and bent it nicely. I mean, it's fixable. We've already straightened this out. Forgot to take a bit of footage of that, but that's straightened out in its proper place again. Hate doing that sort of shit. I mean, it's pretty minor, but still, hate it. Anyway, it should be fixable. I'm sure they're, wouldn't surprise me, a thing like this, $1,000. These way parts are charged at the moment. You never know. Oh well. We actually went better. We've straightened this. It looks a bit crusty, but it's straight again. But it's still got a bit of a twist. So we've got a purpose-made block wedge here, i.e. the old plough. Proving its use once again. Beautiful. Like I bought one. Well, not quite, it looks shit. But it's straight, and I took the twist out of it. That'll teach me. I'm sure what happened was that when I put it away last year, that was going to be in the road of the header because I have it parked next to the comb. And I took it off because I was worried I was going to hit the machine, and I put it back and I forgot to lock it. Forgot to lock it on, and I reckon. And then it soon as it come into a bit of material when I spun round up there, it just pulled it out a little bit and twisted it. Caught in the on the ground and twisted. Well, lucky we got it straight, but there, it's straight. So that's that. But I still don't know, I might get a new one because I hate that. I'm anal about this sort of thing and I hate mistakes. But anyway, like I bought one, sort of. So still one little job to do on that, but anyway, we're filling, and I've got a sample. I'm surprised, there's a surprising amount of wheat in this. Yeah, you can see there, which I knew there was some here, which was obviously going to be some wheat in the crop because there was nothing come up before seeding. It was pretty much sown dry, but I cannot see it in the crop. I mean, you look closely and see it's there and thereabouts, but usually it never shows up in the sample. This is, you know, not enough. But it must be more than it looks. Still, it's pretty positive. It shouldn't be a problem because it'll probably go feed anyway. So just a problem if it was going to go malt, which I suppose now it might have, but anyway. Well, first grain for 2021. Heavy. She's steady going, and with good reason. Jeebus, that's decent yielding. Anyway, I've got to need more hands. Oh, the kangaroos have been having a good party anyway, so enjoying the barley around the old gum tree there. Bastards. Look at the bastards, just bound across the crops. Oh God. Anyway, picturesque, rustic, local town over that way. Beautiful. Still heavy, but this is a concern. Bloody hell, I'm meant to come for a bit later. Anyway, we've been just plugging along here. It's doing a good job and going pretty well. Yeah, barley, hashtag barley. So many beers. One thing we've discovered, one little thing we hadn't calculated on with dry sowing barley is that trying to find barley that hasn't got any wheat in it for the seed for the next year. I mean, there's not enough wheat to be a real issue in the sample, but it is there. And you don't particularly want it in your seed, so there's that. Anyway, it's a small problem to have, and I'm sure the crop's a lot better for being sown early, so it's always that too. We'll just keep on and hope it doesn't rain too much. Alrighty, time to go and get the truck. We ripped some seed, some barley and wheat seed. Interesting. Anyway, it's sort of raining. We better hurry. Well, we're back. We got the truck out here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I know you're full. Bit of dampness in the air, not great for seed, but it should be alright so far, I hope. Anyway, we'll get this in the truck and take the truck home and come out with another bin, I guess. All the fun. Righty, look at that! Pampas! And wheat! But we'll see what we can do about that. We might be able to grade a bit out of it. See how it goes. Shit. Well, as they say, that's that. It's wet. So we'll see how good this seed is. I don't know, I'll have to measure the moisture before I put it in the silo in case it's too wet. Should be okay. It should be okay, but the last thing you want is wet seed, but we'd repped it, so we'll try it. Anyway, I'm going to put this down in the bin, shut the lids and go home. Well, not much rain, but it's tough now. It's buggered for the day and probably for the week. So that's it. Well, doesn't that just make your todger nice and soft? Good Lord. Anyway, probably with the forecast wind on Thursday, I don't mind if it's going to reap, it may as well be damp. I don't think they're forecasting a lot of rain. Just that it's going to be, well, 10 to 25 mils Thursday. But I mean, an inch, not desirable, but it doesn't generally hurt too much early on. But the wind will. Wind, if it's dry, will hurt a lot. So I'm not too fussed if it's going to be a bit on the damp side before we get 55 kilometre winds. So there's that too. Anyway, I've got to walk back to the truck and go home. And that'll be it. Over and out. And as a final aside, hello sheep. Alright, we'll just out the light. And look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? All the rain that we could have done with earlier. No, it always happens. Alright. Night night. Rare occurrence on the T7. No, it's only just moving it. Bit of musical machinery to start the day. Well, it's usually a good day when we get to fire the P6 up, so see if it's a good day. Ew. Ah, yes, Greta's future being nice. Nice! Did take a little bit of this stuff. Unfortunately. Anyway, she's going now. And just like that, we're here. Nice. Look at that, at least nice and white.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it?
When are you allowed to even have it that white?
Beautiful and granular.
Beautiful. Oh, worth every bloody dollar. Don't think so. Gee, remember the days when it used to be about $350 a tonne? They weren't that long ago.
Yeah, up a little bit, huh?
Anyway.
Forward a little bit.
You're here in November. So it comes along quickly. First load of the year. Only a B double, but it's still growing away. Well, there it is. First load of the year, 21, 22. Now it's actually nice. Let's get reaping, boys and girls. Well, it's going through the machine well, but it's moisture's high enough, 13%. You're only allowed 13.5, so it's probably not going to get any better than this. We'll see. We'll have to keep a close eye. We will take a proper measurement when we get back to the bin, but we'll reap a box full and just see how it goes. Just to be sure. You'll have 13.5, I believe, so we'll run with that. Well, it's probably a bit too damp at the moment. The red, well, it's my meter made 13 to 13.5, and you got to add a percent. So it means it's actually about 14, which you only allowed 13.5. So that's a bit of a problem, but we might reap down the other side, just see how that goes, make a bit of room for getting those bales out of the road. And if it's not any better, because it's sunny now, it should dry. It might actually dry a bit in the next hour or so. So still a chance. We might get a little bit done, but we don't want to do too much. Otherwise, it could be a problem. So yeah, there's that. Alrighty. Oh, we did a little bit more, but it is getting moister now. And oddly enough, it was drier over there. Did a strip down there thinking higher up might be a bit drier. Was not the case. It was substantially damper, so just a little bit down there, that'll be it, I think. So and it's getting late, well, not that late, but late enough, so for cold conditions. So that's it before the big rain, supposedly. 10 to 30 mils with a top of 12 tomorrow. So weird, totally weird. Anyway, I will pack this away, go home, and then maybe come back and give these sheep some hay. Well, yeah, we've had about 45 mil of rain, so that'll slow it down a bit. It's more like yesterday was about 12 degrees or less. So look at that, puddles in November. Couldn't rain when we wanted it, but it's more like bloody seeding weather than actual harvest weather. It's a bit breezy now. Hopefully it hasn't done too much damage to the crop, but will depend whether the tap gets turned off anytime soon, I suppose. Anyway, that's the update. So no reaping for a little while. Oh, look at that, it's crack cocaine. Apparently that's getting more valuable by the day as well. So there's that too. Well now, I wonder if you can tell where the low spots are in that pad. Wowzers. Oh boy. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit more to it tomorrow. Blimey. Well, them's some water right there. Well, on the flip side, it'll set this other stuff down pretty well. So that's at least one positive. This is pretty level. Just wants a bit of a scrape over. We're not too far away now. The sheep don't look too bad today. It's a bit damp out here. I don't think we'll be coming down that road today. It's a bit on the wet side, make a bit of a mess, but so they seem to be enjoying the feed a bit anyway. So there's that. Looks pretty good. That's the main thing, is none out, and there's not any dead or down. Excellent. Just a touch wet. That's sort of, well, just soft, sticky. Anyway, a couple of rolls of the paddock lice. It looks like they're starting to get keen for the hay. And unfortunately, we probably won't have a paddock for another week because of the weather. But that's why we got the hay. So, well, at least we got that. Righto, what do you reckon, Kate? Let's have another go. We've had 45 mils of rain. So we will see if this actually has softened this a bit and we get this out now. And I've gone up a bit higher. We'll put both those on, 4-wheel drive. Put it in just slowly and just creep forward. And see how we go, whether we can actually get anything over or not. Might be. calling something. Yeah, it's going to go. We've got it. There she is. Butter this time. Wasn't butter last time. Further into it. Blimey. Now let's see if we can start after the rain. It does, so that's good. Now to get it home. Next step in the path. Alright, let's get it going. We're all hooked up. Should be ready to follow. Yeah, the comb's coming with me. Well, let's get home. Look at that in the mirror there. All following, hopefully as it should. There you go. Let's get home. Alrighty. Good morning. There's sun out. Well, that's nice. Anyway, we're going to get these things in. Canola sieves, which I probably could have made myself, and if I was doing it again, I would. And then I'm going to take these out, put them in. Got a little bit to do. They've got to drill some holes when so they line up properly. And yeah, get them in and try the canola. The cannolis! Hopefully it's dry enough, but they're talking more rain end of the week, another 15 mils, so that's something to look forward to. But definitely dragging it out and turning what was looking promising, well, we just do what we can. Well, we look at that. We've got all the holes drilled in. Canola sieves. All ready to go and reap this black shit. See how it all works out. Well, you can only give it a go. Beautiful. Well, as they say, a well-fed sheep is a content sheep. Oh, they're doing a good. They're getting into this hay now. My God. Hashtag feedlotting. And they seem to be putting on a bit of condition. Just a shame it's going to be another week before they get on the barley stubble, but they seem to be going alright. So rural. So Australia. Hashtag Australia.